but I'm doing it in a way that I'm actually connecting the person that I'm looking for, the problem that I solve, and how I solved it. And most of the time, the person that you're trying to help is you 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We are here for another episode of the Spam Squad. Here is your spam post for today. When you first listen to this, I bet there's going to be a lot of you that will have said, I've done this, or that you are going to say to yourself, I don't know why this is really that spammy, because it works. And it does, but there's a better way to do it. Ready for the post? Here we go. Here's the post. I'm looking for 5 people to try any of our combo products at a greatly reduced price. Save an extra $20 or more until January 31st. If your New Year's resolutions aren't working for you, then it's time for a change. Let me help you get healthy and reach your goals. And then it has a bunch of hashtags. And then there's a picture that says, looking for 5 motivated people who are ready to change their life physically, mentally, financially. Why is that spammy? One, that screams network marketing. It's funny because even posts that don't seem like they're network marketing posts, or they're not a network marketing company, it seems like a network marketing post. When we're posting things on social media, we teach the problem-agitate-solve formula. Right now, this is very arrows in. I am looking for 5 people to try our products. It's all about me, right? I am looking for this, so who wants to do it? Talk about arrows in. It's not focusing on other people at all. So that's problem number 1. We're not focusing on other people. We're not doing our arrows out marketing. We're not thinking, how can I be of service? And I mean, it kind of is, because whoever posted this, like, they're saying, let me help you reach your goals, your health goals and things like that of what you've set for your New Year's resolutions. It's all like, I want 5 people. I'm looking for this. This is what is all about me. And it's really nothing about like how you're actually going to help them. You're going to help them by buy products from me and you're going to save some money. Like, that is not intriguing. That's one of those posts that people go through and they read it and they're like, nope, not for me. Nope, not for me. If I had a problem that this solved, would this be something that would grab me? Is this something that I would be like, I want to know more about that? Achieving your New Year's resolutions, like, that's such a like broad, vague thing. It's not something that is like compelling. It doesn't make me want to actually do something. Whenever you're doing any posts on social media or anything like that, you want to take people, you want to grab their attention, you want to hook them in. Once you grab their attention, then you're going to say, look, I know you have this problem. And they're like, oh yeah. And then you're going to say, okay, you have this problem. I have the solution. So if you want this, reach out. And the call to action on this was, let me help you. Okay. Like, how? Right? There's no clear instructions on if I was even interested in this, what am I supposed to do? You have to tell people what to do. You want to almost treat people like they're first graders. So I run past things. I have a first grader right now. So I run things past her all the time. And if she knows what it is that she's supposed to do, I'm like, great, that's something I can put out there. And it's not to say like our audience is like their intelligence is on a first grade level. That's not it at all. It's just that we have so many things that are going on in our heads that when we have all of these things, we need to interrupt the pattern of what we're doing on social media. We don't go there to be like, oh, I have a problem. I'm going to search for this to see if I can get some help with this. They go on to see like, what are their friends doing? And they go on to see like, I got 10 minutes. I don't know what else to do. It's now become a habit because our phones are part of our lives. Like, how many times do you pick up your phone, you go to Facebook, you're like, what am I even doing? Right? And so it's really like mind numbing when we're scrolling through social media. So we have to interrupt the pattern. Now, this isn't how it was 5-10 years ago on social media, because social media was a new thing and we went on to like find things. I think Pinterest is probably one that is more of like a solution-based social media platform because people actually search for like how-to things. On Facebook, we have to think of ways that we can interrupt the pattern, and it has to be about them. Like the very first sentence of this is, I'm looking for 5 people. That is about the person writing this. It's not about me as the reader. When it's not about me, I don't care. That's just what it comes down to, because we're talking to a first grade level, right? How many of you have 6-year-olds or have had 6-year-olds? Their world revolves around them, right? And so in order for us to interrupt patterns, that's what we have to do. So what's the goal of this post? Let's look at this. What's the motive? What's the goal? And then we're going to craft a post to be able to achieve that goal, but do it in a way that actually is going to get results. If we're putting all of this time and energy into creating posts for social media, we want them to work. Let's think back to what's the goal? What's the purpose? What's our motive for this? And it could be like, we want to get more customers. That's probably what it is. They're looking for 5 people that want to, maybe they're doing like, they have an offer that they put together because they said any of our combo products. So one, like, we don't even know what this is. And it just says to get healthy. Well, getting healthy like that, there's so many things about health. Like, are you talking about weight loss? Are you talking about gut health? Are you talking about like, I have cancer and you're going to make me healthier, you know? Like, it's so vague that it's like, I don't know if that fits me or not. So this is why really understanding and like coming down into what is that one problem you solve? Who is your avatar? What is your niche? All these things that we talk about on the podcast and the Facebook group and our lives and in the academy, all of these things, they all build up to being able to craft an awesome social media post. And it's funny because a lot of people, they think that, oh, I'm going to dive into network marketing and I'm just going to post on social media and it's going to work for me. And it doesn't always work like that. All of this foundation work, and it's even people who are inside the academy and they're working on all the foundation work. They're like, oh, I want to get to social media. I want to do this. And it's great, but you're going to create posts like this if you don't understand that foundations and the basics of who's your avatar, what's your niche, what's the one problem you solve, because you're going to start saying, hey, I can help you get healthy. What does that mean? We don't know. So I'm going to take this post I am in a network marketing company in health and wellness, and it focuses what I have chosen to focus on is gut health, because it's a product that has really helped me with, I have Crohn's disease and I am now off of all medications and everything. And a lot of it has to do with some products from my network marketing company. So that's what I'm going to put in my head. I want to reach people who are having intestinal issues, and I want to help them to not have that and to not have their stomach hurt. If that's the problem I solve. My goal is I want more customers, right? So now we know my goal. Now we know what is it that I'm actually trying to do? Who is it that I'm helping? So now I'm going to think of that person when I write my post. So if I'm thinking of that person when I'm writing my post, I'm thinking of the girl who's sitting on the couch right now, and she maybe have ate some things last night that she shouldn't have. It's morning time and she can't sleep, like it's 4 a.m. and her stomach is hurting so bad. And she's like, why did I eat that thing? I just wish that I had something that could help me get through this. So now you see the problem that she's having. Now I can say, have you ever woken up at 4 a.m. with your stomach hurting and thinking, why did I eat that pizza last night? I knew that was something I shouldn't have done, but it just was calling me and I just had to have it. And in the moment, it was awesome and I was totally fine with it. But the next morning, I really regretted my decision. Have you ever felt that way? Now, every single person that has ever done that, they're like, yes, that's me. And they're going to continue reading, right? Because now I've connected to them with that problem. Now I can say, I used to be that girl too, but I found a way that I can actually start, and it's hard with health and wellness because you can't say healing and all of that stuff, but I have found a way to make it so I can actually eat pizza and not regret that decision the next morning. I'm looking for 5 people to test out this theory who would be interested in being a guinea pig and trying out the regimen that I use to be able to help me be able to eat pizza and not regret it the next morning. If that's you, leave an emoji in the comments. So that's the way. Now I'm already saying I want 5 people. It's the same, I'm getting the same result that this person is wanting, but I'm doing it in a way that I'm actually connecting the person that I'm looking for, the problem that I solve, and how I solved it. And most of the time, the person that you're trying to help is you 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because that usually, at least I would say probably 90% of the clients that I've helped, it has been people who they had a problem, their network marketing company came in, their products were awesome, it solved a problem for them, and then they wanted to sell the products. That's most people. You could also have experience, like I think of one of our clients who she was a nutritionist. And because she was a nutritionist, she aligned herself with a company that also brought in some good healthy eating procedures. I don't know if that's like the right word, but she was able to pair her knowledge that she already had with a network marketing company. So it wasn't that she had this problem, but she's helped a lot of people. So she could tell stories, so it doesn't have to necessarily be about you. It could be stories of how you've helped other people. Health and wellness, this seems like really easy to be able to do it because like you have a health problem. So you talk about that problem and then it's easy to talk about the solution for it, right? So what do you do if you are like jewelry? I think jewelry is probably one of the hardest ones, or makeup, beauty, all of those things. Start thinking, why do you love the product? Because it probably solves a problem. Because here's the thing, there's not any product that's out there that doesn't solve a problem. Every single product solves a problem. I'm just looking at things in my office and like I have pillows on my chair right there. Those pillows solve a problem. What problem does it solve? One, they're fluffy, so it brings in more of a like homey feel. They're my brand colors, so that solves a problem of making my office feel more on brand. They also help to, because my ceiling is arched, it echoes a little bit more, so adding in more pillows helps to deafen the sound. These are all reasons why I purchased those pillows. So I can talk about all of those problems of why people need pillows in their office. It's easy. I want you to think about what's the last thing that you purchased. So the last thing that I purchased was a mirror. I bought a mirror. That was the last thing that I bought. And why did I buy a mirror? Well, I was going to go and work out at the gym and it's a 30-minute drive to the gym, and I was like, if I have to drive really an hour a day, like I'm not gonna go and do it. We have a home gym. We just turned a bedroom into a little gym. It's really little, not really a gym. But it's hard to make sure that you have the right form if you can't see yourself. And so I bought a mirror to solve that problem. So if you start thinking through, every time you're buying something, what is the problem I'm solving? Why am I buying this? You're gonna start thinking through and finding the problem to the solution to your products. Then you can start looking, open up your catalog, look through everything and be like, okay, what problem does this solve? What problem does this solve? And you can even, if you have a ton of products, maybe you do a whole product line, but I would really like, here's some homework for you to do this week. Take your catalog, and this is going to be your problem solving dictionary. And I want you to look through all of your products and you're going to write down next to that product, what problem does this solve? Because then when you go to talk about it on social media, it's going to be so much easier to come up with posts. That's a brilliant idea that just came to me. So like, write that down. That's a good one. All right. So this is how you are going to create posts that are now arrows out. You're actually serving people. You're identifying people's problem, because here's the thing. There's people out there that need you. They need your product. They need your help. They need your expertise. And if you can't get it out there in the right way, they're just going to scroll right past you. So we need to be able to put ourselves out there in a way that we are actually going to be serving people. We are solving problems, and we are actually helping people and changing the world. That's what it's all about. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you guys all on the next episode of the Spam Squad. Bye.